Yeah, so good to be back. In today's video, I want to look at processes, but before I get into that, today is a special day. It's a Christmas day, and so I want to take this opportunity to wish all of you a Merry Christmas, and I hope you guys are being responsible and you are enjoying yourselves. All right, so let's get down to business. Today we're looking at two commands. They do the same thing. It's only that one works in Windows, another one works in Linux or Unix-like systems. So it's about processes. So what is a process? A process is an instance of a running application or program on your computer. So we have so many programs, right, or applications on our computer. For instance, here I have Microsoft Edge, I have Visual Studio Code, I have Slack, etc. And so if I double click and open any one of these applications, if it's running, that is a process. And so the computer needs to keep track of those processes on my computer. Why would the computer need to keep track of those processes? Because the computer needs to allocate enough resources to each one of those applications that are running on my computer. And so we need a good management system on our computers. And so as a developer or as a software engineer, you need to understand how to check processes on your computer. And also this will allow you to be able to know which processes are using much of the memory on your computer. All right, so these two commands, I'm going to work on Linux first and then move on to Windows. So on a Linux machine, if you want to check the processes that are running, we use the PS command. This is short for process status. So if I press enter right now, you can see I only have two processes that are running. The terminal itself is the bash. It's a process that is running, and then the PS command is also another program, and so it's another process. And so I have these two processes, but that does not mean that I only have two processes that are running. There are other processes that are running in the background. But if I want to know more about the PS command, in Linux, you can use the manual pages. So I'll use man ps. And this will give me information about the PS command. So it reports a snapshot of the current processes. That's all. So there are other options that I can pass to the PS command. So you can see right here, it says PS and then options. And there are plenty of those. So I recommend that you go through this manual page so that you can understand better. So I'm trying to keep this video to its minimum, and so you can use PS, AXZ. These are flags that you can pass to the PS command, and so that's it. So you can also maybe use PSA. It simply means all, print all processes. So if I run this, now you can see we have more than these two processes that we saw up here when we only use PS command. And so PSA will list all the processes, but their conditions, I'm sure if you read the manual pages, you'll understand better. There are many other flags that you can pass to this if you want a certain output. All right, so the equivalent of a PS in Windows terminal is TASKLIST. So if I run this command TASKLIST, you can see I have a list of processes that are running on my Windows computer. And so we have the names, the session name, the image name, and the memory usage, and the PID. The PID is important. Similar with the image name is also important, because you can use these to kill the process. If you want to stop the process from running, then you can use its PID, or you can use its image name to stop that particular process. And most of these, they are automatic, especially services. They run in the background. And you have plenty of these. So if you want to learn more about the TASKLIST command, just like the manual pages we have in Linux, in Windows, we can use TASKLIST and then / ? like this. And if I run this command, you will see the information that I'll get here. So this is more like a manual. It gives me the information that I need to run this particular command. And so it gives me the description of this command. This tool displays a list of currently running processes on either local or remote machine. So I can run this command on a remote machine. There are a number of flags that you can pass. For instance, the V, this means display verbose task information. You can also filter by using /FI, or you can format /F, or by default, it displays a table. But you can change it to a list or CSV, and many other flags that you can pass to the task list command. And so I'll try just one. Let me try the F4 command with task list. And so I'll say task list. By the way, you guys can see these capitalized, but it's case insensitive, and so I can use lowercase or lowercase like this. And then I'm going to use F4 to format this, and then we want to format it using a list. So if I run this command, you can see now the display is in a list format. It's not in this table format. This was a table, but down here you can see we have the image name, the PID, the session name, session number, and memory usage. And so this display might be friendly to you if you want, and maybe you want to extract this information in this way. You can do that. You can also display it as a CSV, that is comma separated values, CSV. That's what it means, comma separated values. You can run this. You can see now it displays in a comma separated values. So these two commands, very important if you want to be able to control the programs that are running on your computer. You can use these two commands, the task list command on Windows or the PS command on a Linux or Unix-like operating system. So I hope this is helpful. If you find this video helpful, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I hope to see you in our next video. Merry Christmas. Cheers.